Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ebony Championship Wrestling, where we hit the mat running with all things WWE. We dive into the biggest moments, the hottest rivalries, and give the boldest predictions in pro wrestling. Dominic goes back behind bars. The battle for Atlanta takes over at Georgia Tech's football field, and the Yeet finally gets over. The boys are here, wrestling is cool, and this is ECW Show. Let's get it.
Welcome to the Ebony Championship Wrestling Show. It's your boy, the man of 100 holds, your favorite coach, the man with all the X's and O's, Coach Monte 24. And it's time again for one of our favorite segments. It's Power Ranking time. The boys have come together once again, and we rank the best of the best in WWE for the week. Let's see what the boys come up with for the top 10. At number 10, we got our boy Solo Sikoa. He was out last week, but he looks to come back and make a statement to reclaim the throne as we push toward Bad Blood with that feud with Roman and Cody lurking. At number 9, it's one of the Terror Twins, Damian Priest. Coming in at number 8, it's your boy Brian Breaker. Took a solid L against Jay, but he's still looking to get back into the ranks. Coming in at number 7 is Big Bronson Reed. Tsunami after tsunami after tsunami, looking to fuel this feud with Braun Strowman, and let's see where the monsters collide, how the monsters collide next week on Raw. And coming in at number 6, it's the new Intercontinental Champion, the Yeet Man himself, Jey Uso. Congratulations, Us. Coming in at number 5, it's our boy, the United States Champion, L.A. Knight. Yeah. After 2 successful title defenses, he's still looking to run SmackDown and see who's coming next in the line to challenge him for that strap. Coming in at number 4, it's our girl, Liv Morgan, doing the best work of her career with the Judgment Day. And as we push toward that feud, seeing where that feud ends up at Bad Blood with her and Rhea. And at number 3, it's the Queen, Nia Jax. And at number 2, it's the Ring General, Gunther, getting ready to defend that title against Sami Zayn. It's inevitable. And rounding out our 10, number 1, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. One of the best promo segments you're ever going to see in WWE with Roman this past week, doing phenomenal work. And let's see what they're going to do at Bad Blood together. This is our top 10 power rankings. What you want to do is, let's get in these comments, show us your best top 10, and let us know what you guys think on where these superstars should be for the week in our power rankings.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the great times. We're going to do Griff picks. And, of course, with Bad Blood coming up, and we're going to be to the 27th year, not just of the PLE and the pay-per-view itself, but the first ever Hell in a Cell took place at Bad Blood in St. Louis in 1997. If you remember the pay-per-view correctly, the main event in that match of the 2 stars was The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. And also, we saw the debut of Kane at the end of that match. So with that being said, Griff Picks today is going to be my favorite top 5 Hell in a Cell matches that I witnessed, and that is like the biggest bangers of all time. Now, I will give you guys a disclaimer, though. I'm going to leave out the King of the Ring Hell in a Cell with Undertaker and Mankind, and Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, all because with those being the OGs and the famous ones, those definitely was going to make the list. So I got 5 other ones beyond that maybe a lot of y'all totally forgot and don't remember. So let's go ahead and get this kicked off. Number 5, Hell in a Cell 2016. Got to show the ladies love. The first ladies Hell in a Cell match between the Queen herself, Charlotte Flair, and Sasha Banks. Number 4, got to go back to Bad Blood 2004 if you guys remember. Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. Coming in at number 3, WrestleMania 28, Triple H versus The Undertaker, which was the end of an era, with Shawn Michaels being the special guest referee. Coming in at number 2, one of my favorites of all time in the Attitude Era. Many of you might forgot about this one, but once I say it, you're going to be like, oh my goodness. Armageddon 2000, that featured Kurt Angle, Triple H, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rikishi, The Rock, in the six man Hell in a Cell match that went either way with all those top guns, and everybody thought Stone Cold or The Rock was going to win that. Kurt Angle ended up slipping and getting the victory. And number one, the three of us was there to witness this one. One of my favorites of all time, the biggest respectful match of all, Hell in a Cell match of all time that kicked off Hell in a Cell 2017 at the newly Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. The Usos versus the New Day. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are Griff's picks. My top 5 Hell in a Cell matches outside the 2 classic OG matches of all time. Thank you very much.
All right, what's up, peeps? It's your boy, Jackie Miles, and I want to give a quick shout out to the time-traveling DeLorean, our boy D-Lo Diggs. He's on the B500 list, and we want to give him a quick shout out. This is just a young man trying to make it out here in the amateur ranks. He's a captivating wrestler known for charisma, agility, and he's pretty good on the mic. He's quick for his size with moves like the Showtime elbow and suicide dives, but he's also somebody that can showcase his strength and power at any point in time. He's seen in promotions like Below Zero Wrestling, Flagship Wrestling, and New Sound Wrestling. And he's just out here chasing his dream. And, you know, we always want to shout out people that's chasing his dreams. We got a chance to speak with him very, very briefly. And he was telling me that he was inspired by his aunt who did some traveling with some wrestling. And that's how he got into it. And so now he's just trying to make his family proud. All of them kind of thought he was like crazy for going after his dream, but he definitely wanted to like make them proud. So now that he's out here doing this thing, everybody's proud of him. So, you know, he just want to keep chasing his dream. I asked him, what did he want our fans to know? And he said, I'm just a kid living my dream, having fun with it. And I definitely want to be the best out there, and I'll do whatever it takes to get there. So we want to give a huge shout out to the homie D-Lo Diggs. The next time that you'll see him, he'll be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota at New Sound Wrestling against Leo Rush, which is a dream match for him and us, indeed. So we look forward to seeing and hearing from him. And just know, brother, we out here watching you, and we wish you nothing but the best.
Coach, man, what's happening, Doc, man? I know things been going good, and Cowboys kind of struggling out there, man. Like, what's happening, man? What's the deal? Like, Jerry paying too much money? Oh, what's up?
Well, Jerry ain't paying enough money, and I'm going to say this out here. I'm going to say this to my family in Detroit, Michigan, and I love y'all. But hey, I can't win for losing. I left one abusive relationship and got into another abusive relationship. But it seemed like the old chick is looking kind of good right now. And so I kind of want to, I can't get back on the bandwagon, but right now we got all sorts of problems, man. But anyway, that's football, man. Good to see you, bro. What's going on your way, man? Congratulations. I see you got the gear on and everything, and I see you was yeeting last night till you couldn't yeet no more.
Listen, man, I was chilled, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. I was chilled because, we had this come up last week on the show, and you know who I picked. And believe it or not, I'm a man of my word. I don't back down for nothing, but I did pick Brian winning. Keep it honest. I picked Brian to win, but just because of the momentum and the thing he was on. But, like I always say, too, promos and things like that can change a whole complexity. Yeah. And when Jay hit him with that, I said, okay, we probably can turn the corner. But it was fun, man, because I had people text me like, the girls was like, yo, I'm having anxiety, like, is Jay gonna do it? I'm like, y'all, just chill, watch the match, like, relax, it's gonna happen. But it happened. Congratulations to my
man. Well, I'll pick your brain about that later. More about it. But man, listen,
what's up, man?
This Vince McMahon documentary dropping tomorrow, and like, I'm excited to see it because I want everything that I'm feeling about him, that I felt about him. I just want that confirmed, and like, this is why you don't need to be nowhere around the business anymore, because I just need to see the backstory. I'm giving him his flowers as an architect of this business, man, but that that's just something, that the stuff that he did, that those lines that you just can't cross. And I want to get your gut opinion about it. But I just, I'm always going to give him his flowers for starting the business, man. But listen, if you in that, we can't, obviously we're in the cancel culture, but like, let's, we can't have that. So how you feeling about the documentary dropping tomorrow, man?
Man, 100%. I'm looking forward to it. Even the things that we know and the things we speculate and assume, look like it's going to be coming out in this documentary. I'm
Yeah,
not sure if you or the rest of the boys, I don't know if you guys seen or heard, but I guess he released a statement. I read it today saying that he don't regret doing this documentary, but at the same time, he hope everybody have an open mind and everything these production crews were
yeah,
doing is not true. So basically, just like the timing of your statement coming out before the documentary. So basically, it's like your way of saying hey, don't believe everything that they gonna show you. Just have an open mind and think for yourself. But I don't buy that, and I'm looking forward to it.
yeah,
All because on the real talk though, my heart is out because it's not just the
right,
wrestling part, but just in the workforce period. Things like
yeah,
that happen, and people do struggle
yeah,
with that under that control and that manipulation. But far enough for that, man. I'm looking forward to seeing those that's part of this, people speaking out, wrestlers speaking out,
yeah.
and what Netflix highlight. Because one thing about Netflix, when they do documentaries, they're 100% on doc, and they take their time with evidence and facts before they release the final production of it.
Well, he did hear this, that he actually tried to buy it. He tried to block it. He got with Netflix and tried to purchase it and then destroy it. So that goes to show you right there, Netflix ain't gonna pull no punches. And so the gloves are off. This is I'm looking forward to it. Hey, it's it needs to be told. But when you think about the thing that bothers me, and it was crazy, as much as you know this, bro. As long as we've been a fan of this product, man, some of the gross storylines, man, that we've seen over the years, through the years, man, to get ratings,
Yeah,
that is kind of like, wow, like, how, think about it. That stuff that the stuff that they put, obviously is stuff that they can't put on TV now, but it goes to show you his mind, where his mind has always been. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
the dirty mind, and the stuff that's on his mind. Think about it, doing storylines with his own daughter. You know what I'm saying? So that stuff had me tripping. And I forgot about that. I don't think I was watching at that time, but man, I think that was that early Ruthless Aggression era where they was about to do that storyline with Stephanie. Man, I was tripping. Like, man, come on. So it just goes back to the point of his mindset. I'm just glad they got somebody in there now. Now Triple H, this gonna be another conversation. With some of how the way he's doing my brothers. With some of the booking. But obviously that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, it's good to have a fresh mind in there. That's for us, and for the wrestling fan itself. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. So hey, tomorrow, hey, I guess we're gonna turn it on and we'll see, right?
Sir, 6 parts, and we'll
Yeah.
go from there. We'll figure it out.
All right, welcome, boys. This is the first time we're all here together now, and we're going to switch it over to one of our favorite segments, which is the lightning round. The boys will have 30 seconds now to discuss each topic that I give them, and then at the end of the round, we'll give them a chance to give a little bit of a rebuttal or anything else that they want to comment on that may not be in this lightning portion. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's get started. How do you feel about Tama Tonga's mic performance on SmackDown this past week, Coach? Yeah.
Yeah. When he first did that, it scared the shit out of me. But now I'm kind of like with Wise Man on this. I actually liked it. It was different. I think okay, it was different. So I'm giving him his props. It was actually good to hear him. I don't know much about obviously his background. I mean, back in the day, I didn't know he had mic skills like that to at least be entertaining and at least like, hey, I got the mic in my hand. Y'all need to listen to me. So it was a perfect heel promo for that time. But obviously, adding that flavor to it, I actually got excited. So I can dig it. I liked it. Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. We criticize a lot of title reigns on this show. Are you satisfied with Queen Nia Jax and her title reign so far, Griff?
Yes, I am. Definitely building a story line for sure. They found something for her. She's getting TV time. She's getting match time. She's getting a lot of promo time, and she's getting better each and every time. What that I like what Queen Nia is doing. We're not rushing anything, but yeah, this is a great surrounding with her and Tiffany Stratton at this point, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the next episode and in the future will come between these two.
With Andrade and Carmelo Hayes feud escalating, who do you think has more to prove in this rivalry? Is it Andrade trying to reestablish himself, or is it Carmelo defending his rise as one of the top stars? Griff, this one's over to you.
Man, I would say Carmelo has the most improved in Andrade. You know, Andrade's pretty much the most experienced. I mean, more experienced with his reign, but they have been equally in these matches and these feuds. But I think Carmelo has the much to prove because it seems like he can't get over, and he's being like low key disrespected backstage. And every time he walked by, like someone's already taunting him and teasing him, so it's giving him more ammo to prove himself to the main roster and on that respect to get backstage.
Is the New Day breaking up, inching any closer, or are we on the way to a Xavier Woods run to the top? What do you think, Coach?
All of the above, Jackie. All of the above. All above. I'm loving every single minute of it. Every time Xavier getting ready to go in, I'm like, there you go, Xavier. You inching more and more closer to the damn heel turn. He gonna clothesline the shit out of Kofi on the 10th anniversary, and they're gonna fight at main event. Okay. That's my prediction.
Okay.
And so, but yeah, it's 2025. Xavier Woods get into his heel gimmick, whatever he wants to do, and let's go. He going for the top. Then he can get his titles because he damn sure ain't getting one more with Kofi. So it's time to go.
2 weeks ago, Bronson Reed threw a whole Negro. This week, he and Bron destroyed a well-placed merch stand. Can I get a star rating from you, Coach? For this feud. Star rating for the feud. Yes, sir. Out of 5.
Oh, 5.
Okay.
There's no arena or building safe in America right now. If Raw is going with those two, look out. Like they're going to destroy everything. No, this is beautiful, man. This is perfect. The two monsters. Yeah, I said this a few weeks ago. A ring cannot contain them. And matter of fact, this reminds me of Big Show and Mark Henry, but even better. You know, it colliding. So yeah, this is definitely a 5 out of 5. I love it.
Liv Morgan seems to be taking a little bit more leadership role in the Judgment Day, the now third iteration of the Judgment Day. Is this group better than before, Griff?
Ooh, it's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go with the old one over the new one, but I will say I really like and respect the fact that Liv is slowly climbing up, taking a leadership role and getting the groove in her bad girl heel turn. So I like the OG for right now, but it's a possibility the new can get better if he'll keep staying this consistent role and taking that leadership.
Coach, there were some topics that Griff got to talk about that you didn't get a chance to talk about. Anything you want to add on?
Let's go with the new Judgment Day. There's no one that's gonna top the original. I'm still an Edge guy. Believe it or not, I'm still with the when it was first formed. I understood the vision, but obviously Edge didn't have enough left. But no, I believe that the first two iterations are better. This is just Liv. Honestly, this is Liv's getting over on all of them because she's getting what she wants. And at the end of the day, after this feud, that's why I told you guys, after this feud, watch is going to dissolve again when this feud is over.
Griff, there were some topics Coach talked about that you want to bring anything up?
Actually, not at all. I'm gonna stay back on this one. This is everything's good. Don't have much to say, but I will say this though. Back to Bronson Reed, we were actually on the phone when Raw kicked off.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Literally, I don't know what we were talking about, but I just literally just bust out laughing, all because I tried not to spoil it. I said, bro, I got to tell you what just happened. Liv
I
and
was
Dom
wondering what the hell was
literally was
going on.
just walking in the building, and all before you know it, you saw a body just fly straight across the screen. I'm like, what was that? And nothing before, that was Braun and Bronson going for it. I was like, poor Liv, like she was about to get knocked out and about to die before her match with Rhea.
Yo, that was great stuff, though.
Listen,
That
That
was
was
great
good.
stuff.
That one had me
That was great
laughing,
stuff.
and the way that the bloodline came through security on SmackDown had me dying,
Yes.
dog.
No, wait. While we there,
Jacob came through.
bro.
Yeah.
Poor Tommaso Ciampa, bro. Oh my god.
Struggles.
He got destroyed, bro.
Yo.
The fact he got destroyed and Jacob just walked away like it was just nothing.
Like nothing happened, right?
Yeah.
Like nothing happened. I love this iteration of the bloodline,
Man,
though. I do love this. So.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all. Lightning round has been fun, brother. We finally might have made it under 3 minutes. We'll know. We'll see.
Just got it.
We'll see.
Just
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the main event of the night. The big portion of our night, the big topic, which is indeed Roman and Cody teaming up. We talked about this once before offline, boys, and we said that we're not really sure how we feel about them teaming up, but they gave us one of the greatest promos we've seen in a long time. So I would love to get your thoughts here on A, them teaming up, and B, the actual promo down in Atlanta. Griff, let's start with you, brother.
So when I first saw this promo, I saw the highlight first because I wasn't even available to watch SmackDown in its entirety. And when I watched it, I watched just them in the field and, doing their exchange. To later on to see that they didn't, in the highlight I saw, I didn't see the beginning where they rode in with the Escalades and Cody rode in. So I was like, wait. So for me, first of all, with having family in Atlanta, Georgia, in the South area, growing up, being raised there, going down there when I was young, the fact that Cody mentioned the history of the Georgia territory and the Omni, which is now Phillips and State Farm Arena, where currently with Bad Blood is going to be. The Omni was one of the old school arenas that's like up there with the Madison Square Gardens and the Dallas Sportatoriums, those old school arenas like that. And for him to mention that, it took me back in time. In that, but then also on Roman's end, you're standing in where it started with him and where he played football at, where he got his grit and his hard work at, you know what I'm saying? So for that to take place there and to see the cinematic production behind that right there just said WWE is on a whole nother level. Every other wrestling promotion that's trying to come after them, y'all too far behind. Like this is some Hollywood type stuff that we're seeing and they're doing. But just that promo in itself, to me, I was trying to figure out, if I can be honest with you guys, and I can't wait to hear from your perspective too. I was trying to figure out who was the good guy and who was the heel in this situation, because Roman portrayed the heel, but he was saying the babyface stuff, where Cody was portraying the babyface, but he was coming off as the heel in the situation. So that's what made it more entertaining and intriguing for me.
Somebody listened to our buddies that busted open today. Was no, you said that. No, that was on Bully Ray. They talked about that.
Really?
Bully
I
Ray,
did not
Mark
watch
Henry,
it.
our boys on Busted Open talked about it. And they said
Wow.
Cody did great heel work in that. So that's not a coincidence. I personally thought that this was, well, first of all, Jackie, to answer your first question, I hate that they're teaming up. I said that last week.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I think it's too soon. You got to let Roman burn a little bit longer coming back from the Mania loss, and I think it's too quick to get them in, to even do this, to coexist, to try to coexist, to fight the bloodline, the fake bloodline. I think it's too soon. I felt they should have, it should have been somebody else. in that slot, and then maybe have Roman come back at a later time. I still think Roman, it's good to have him back as OTE needed that pop at SummerSlam, but for him to team up with Cody, I don't like it. I haven't liked it from day one. But what at least made me feel better is that okay, this was the best. I think this is the best work WWE has done from a theatrical standpoint. The promo, the video, the camera shot. I literally felt like I was watching a movie, and a movie that actually got me inspired. Okay, well, let's see how they're going to handle this match. But let's just talk about, obviously the deep storytelling, the history, rich history. Griff, you went over that. But the thing that I love the most is that Roman is in a position to where he says, I have nothing to lose. But Cody had that "I told you so" moment, and this is what made it heal. He said, "I told you, you were going to be a chief without a tribe. All of this is happening because of you. This is your own doing." So just by them just doing sparring, taking bars and shots at each other, okay, all right, great. I'm okay with at least knowing that there will be a rubber match. It has to be for them to do this production. I'm excited about the rubber match. Not excited about the match against Jacob and Jacob and Solo, but we at least know we're going to get the rubber match. I believe that. I think I would have felt better, Jackie Griff, if they would have did the rubber match before they teamed up. I would have felt a little differently. But no, I appreciated the production, the work that WWE did, and then the line of the night was Roman said, "You're in my way." Get out of my way. I just love that. I love that. I love the illustration, analogy there, that work, the play on words there. This rivalry is up there, and it deserves a rubber match. But in meantime, between time, I am okay with this moving forward. The bloodline story, because we got Heyman coming back and we got Jimmy coming back in the woods, and I'm talking to Black you last week, Griff, but yeah, we got Jimmy lurking and coming back, and I'm here for it to move that storyline forward. Yeah. So, what you think, Jackie? I know you like stuff like that.
Yeah, I was thinking about one. You're right. The production value of WWE is skyrocketing right now, and for them to go into that stadium, and that has nothing to do with wrestling right now. It's not like we're performing in that stadium, but for them to go in there and it have so much value in that space, with obviously Roman playing there and making his name on the gridiron there, but then Cody being from there, like that's so much value in that one space that's not a WWE arena. So I think, like you said, production value is on its way up. To your point about the tag team, I know you hate it, but you have to give somebody an opportunity to show that they are the heel, right? Like to Griff's point, both of them are top baby faces right now from a fan perspective. Roman gets a pop every time he comes out. Cody gets a pop every time he comes out. So you have to give them that opportunity to kind of make that turn. And always, of course, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? And so I'm going to bring you in, keep you close, even though you're holding the thing that I want. I got to deal with this situation before. I've said it when we've talked before that Roman's going to have to come back and deal with his cousins before he has to deal with Cody. It's shoot. Am I off?
Yeah.
Am I back now?
You good. You're good. Keep rolling.
Okay. Roman's going to have to deal with his cousins before he can deal with Cody. And this is a faster way to get to that point. We've seen this before. We've seen this formula before where two big guys or two big names come together to fight something else. It's normally happened on Raw or SmackDown or something like that. But when you have Cody and you have Roman Reigns and their names are so big, you can't put that on SmackDown. That has to be a main event. I mean, that has to be a pay-per-view thing. So I'm excited for that match, but I'm with you. I'm excited for the rubber match that's to come. To answer your point, Griff, about nobody knows who's the heel or who's the face, I think it's because there's so much genuine hate in this feud. This is not just a feud that they just threw together anymore.
That's true.
There's emotion involved in this. There's blood, sweat, and tears involved in this. Like this is now an epic thing where there's no heel. Like Cody could do something heel-ish, and you probably would still root for him if you're a Cody fan in this rivalry. So this is no longer about who's the face or who's the heel. Now it's about who runs WWE, and so we're on the right track with getting some good product on the way, right? And so Mania season is right around the corner. Survivor Series is definitely around the corner. So we're on our way to getting some good product from WWE, and I'm excited about it, man. I'm excited.
Hey, before we go forward, I want to hit on Coach's point too. I want to open his environment up just a little bit here because I know you hate this tag team match, and I'm going to tell you why this is a great thing right now. So, number one, you got to remember the common denominator in all this situation is the person who ain't been around for months, which is Dwayne, okay? So, these are the seeds that's going to lead somewhere into Dwayne, whether it's Cody and Dwayne or Roman and Dwayne, right? So, I say that to say you have two enforcers teaming up with each other. We all know about enforcers. There's only should be one enforcer per team. When you have more than one enforcers, they don't work out. Somewhere in there, you got to look at Jacob and Solo may not work out. Cody has a connect of bringing Jay back last year. How do we not know that Cody might have a connect to have Jimmy in his back pocket to help out when the other Tongas come out and try to do that? You get what I'm saying? So it's so much that was left out of this and not in that promo that we have to wait and see. Lastly, here's another thing I want to put in both of you guys' brain. When Cody and Roman last saw each other, Dusty was gone, Sika was here. Now Sika is gone. Now here's that emotion where my dad is gone, now your dad is gone. Let me help you get through what you're going through because this guy that we're seeing here, we know that it's a grief because you don't have your father anymore. Somewhere in there, Dwayne is going to come into this situation. We don't know how, but if I'm thinking what I'm thinking, it's going to be, how dare you? I acknowledge you on national TV as my tribal chief, but you teaming up with our arch enemy. That could start something that way. So somewhere in there, we have to look at Cody has to play some kind of part going to the next saga, the Bloodline story. And this is the reason why they're teaming up. We don't know what's going to happen, but just open that up.
That point, and you can on the lines of The Rock coming back, but you got now. This is how now Kevin Owens. This is going to be the true catalyst of him really going back over, to being a heel. Like he thought about it, but that's maybe can turn him back, and who knows? I think after this, him and Cody might have something. But yeah,
would you
KO struggling with this for sure.
Sure.
Yep.
Would you guys be opposed? What I was looking at. Would you guys be opposed to a Bloodline versus Roman's team Survivor Series? Roman's team, including Roman, Jimmy, Cody, Randy, and Kevin Owens.
KO.
Yeah. Would you guys be opposed to that?
No, not at all. Here's the reason why I say no. Because I know everybody want to see the OG Bloodline come back with Sammy, Jay, and Jimmy. We are literally a month away from War Games. Technically, they're advertising War Games, and we still got Crown Jewel coming up that they ain't advertising right now, right? So Jay just ended up winning the IC title.
Yeah.
That will squash and bury him just to rush him to get in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So
that's why I'm asking.
If you're putting that on him.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't bring back Jimmy or I didn't bring back Jay because he's off doing whatever. Exactly. So my question is, like, are you guys opposed to, and to your point, it's too quick to get a Bloodline versus Bloodline situation. That's a down the road thing. And again, we're still probably in the 4th inning, 5th inning, if anything. So would you guys be opposed to I know we're Coach. I guess this is more towards you, Coach. The question you were upset about the tag team moving to Survivor Series. Would you be okay with Cody and them teaming up to go against the Bloodline?
Yeah, I'm okay at that point. You said Randy, KO,
Everybody that's had
Roman,
struggles with
Cody,
the
and
bloodline. You get what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
Roman,
Yeah.
everybody's had yeah.
Jimmy,
I'm okay
Kevin
with that.
Owens, Randy, Kevin
Yeah.
Cohen, some combination of those 5 guys is what I mean.
And we get Jimmy. Yeah, as long as Jimmy's coming back in the equation, that's fine. Go ahead. Because and then you're gonna have Paul Heyman probably. He was scheduled to come back as a babyface anyway.
hmm
So I'm definitely good. I'll be down to see that. But yeah, Jay is gonna be. It probably won't be till 2025 until Jay and Sammy come back around.
Yeah.
Obviously now with Jay having the IC belt.
There's a ton of them light skinned brothers back there, so there's always time. There's always time,
Yeah, bro.
From my understanding,
It is.
we need to be sending prayers up for Jimmy. Griff, do you know what that's about?
I heard that today.
I thought I saw Rikishi had tweeted saying that he's praying for Jimmy. I think something medically is happening with him. I'm not sure, and I definitely don't want to spread misinformation in this moment.
Right.
So,
Oh no.
Yeah,
That's new.
I just didn't know if anybody
Yeah, he
in our
tweeted back
circle
out.
knew about that.
He tweeted back out.
Oh.
I heard it today on WrestleMania that he did tweet back out saying that he's okay.
Okay. Okay.
And then they probably think it's still storyline. And Rikishi, he's feeding. He's still storyline.
Okay. All
Yep.
right. Well, prayers up if there needs to be prayers up, but
Right.
kayfabe and storyline. Then I guess.
Yeah. Speaking of Rikishi, and unless this can be, we can ask our viewers here. You had a good point there in your notes today, Jackie, about Rikishi, and I imagine does he have a point about Jay, right? How the way he did feel some kind of way about how that happened last night. So
that was more towards
my
thinking was more towards the Rhea Ripley piece of that.
The Rhea Ripley piece got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you want to speak to
that's good
him
stuff.
winning,
Either way, that's good stuff.
If you want to speak to him winning, you're more than welcome to.
Rikishi, it was also out there that he did feel some kind of way on how everything was. Well, one, he wins it on Raw, and then two, he felt that it should have been a bigger moment for him. They should have built a storyline. This is Rikishi's thoughts. I'm just saying what he.
Somebody
go
take Rikishi's computer or take his phone.
Take
from
his
him.
mic. Take whatever.
Why do we let the boomer generation tweet? Why do we do this? I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm sorry.
So yeah, no. Basic no. And to your point, to all of that, like he's saying, like this should have been a storyline that was built for him to win it at a bigger, obviously, at a bigger stage, not just a Raw, and it should have been a moment that was celebrated. That's basically what he was saying.
I have very negative opinions about this. So, Griff, if you want to start it off first, because I have nothing positive to say in this moment, and I'm trying to be less of a hater in this season of ECW. Okay, I'm trying my best.
Shout out to our girl Ash Benny, because this is the episode she needs to be on, because she definitely be on Rikishi right about now. So she probably would be taking those negative thoughts that you're wanting to say and letting out yourself. But
let us know, Ash. I know you got something to say about that. Yeah, go ahead, Griff. Go ahead, Griff.
It's a miss, man. I ain't trying to be biased or take any sides, anything. I just think that he has his platform. He's thinking to say he's going to say, but at the same time, like he and we are not in creative, and the creative and the people behind the scenes, writers, are not what was back in the 90s and the head shrinkers and the 5'2" days. I know you're trying to look out for your son. I know you all about the bloodline and everything else, but I mean, at this point, he's an IC championship. He's an IC champion. Like, Jay literally was so happy, like he really didn't stay in the ring and get his pyro moment. Like, if y'all watch, he literally was going up the ramp when the pyro was going on. So that was his pyro moment right there. He just went up the crowd and forgot the cue that he's supposed to get pyro. So I don't know, man. Like, either way, be happy. He's an IC champion. He finally got a single title. I don't care what stage he got on. I don't care if he got it at a house show in South Bend,
Oh
Indiana.
my
I don't
God.
care. He could.
Griff,
That's literally
shocking.
my point, Griff. Like, and like,
Yeah.
without being negative about it, like, you got the title, bro. Like, what?
Yes.
It doesn't need to be this big thing. Jay is not that big of a star yet. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be negative.
Speak.
Roman and Cody are on a
That's
whole
good,
nother
bro.
level. Rhea Ripley, to an extent, is on a whole nother level. Like, Jay
Another
is a
level.
mid-card title guy, but as a single. And like,
Mhm.
he needs to live in that for a few minutes, get better on the
Yep.
mic, like get the cadence right with the crowd. Like, there's some things that we
Yes.
need to fix, Jay. Like, we're not, like, I'm very happy for you. I was trying not to hate this episode, but Rikishi brought it out. No, like,
No,
no.
because you put it, and I was like, okay, is he talking about that, or is he talking about the Rhea? I know the way you feel about the Rhea deal. That's fine.
Be grateful
man.
you got the title.
That's your story.
Be grateful
That's
that
the
the title is
storyline,
back
right.
into the family. Be grateful that your son has actually won a title. It's been however many years. I don't remember what the thing
Right.
was. But they
Like I
once
said, yeah.
once I noticed that they were
Give
like
him his moment.
once I noticed that they were hammering home like he hasn't done it in the last 6 tries. He's tried 6 more times and he hasn't. Like, once I noticed that, I was like, he's gonna win tonight. Like, so, like, be happy that they built it up to that point.
And
They could have just said, like, here, bro, go win this title real quick, and then we'll take it back off of you next week. It, like, be grateful he got a title. He didn't have to have one. That's what I'll say. Go ahead, Coach.
And let's not discredit
Yeah.
Brian. Oh, sorry, Coach.
what I was gonna say, you mentioned his name. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm the first to tell y'all. I did not expect it. I was shocked last
No.
night. Like I was floored, and I felt I was conflicted because I felt bad for Brian Breaker because the work that he's put in the last 2 months
Because Braun is good.
to get to that point. You're right, and I felt like no, wrong call. Too soon to take it off him right now because like the dude, believe it or not, he's a heel, but he is becoming. You know, he does have fans, and he's put in the work and he's earned it. You know, hey, freak athlete. We already know how freakishly athletic the dude is. But I just felt it should have been more struggle. At least let them have a feud. You know what I'm saying? Then give it to him at a different time. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like I was okay. Damn, Brian. But okay, well, good, Jay. You know that's where my emotions were last night when it happened. Like, oh God.
Let's not discredit Braun because that was a great match. Because what got me, like honestly, where I got nervous at was the spear, the first spear in the splash, and he kicked out at 2.999. I said, "Oh, Braun finna do it." And then when he chucked around and came full speed around that corner, I was like, "Oh my God, like he's done." And Jay moved out the way, bro, and took it in. I said, "Okay, here's your chance now." And he threw his big self in the ring and did a splash. There it was. But let's not discredit Braun because it was a fair and square match. They went toe to toe. Like it wasn't like one of those type of fluke type thing. Like I could take this type of win because it was straight up versus like a silly fluke or Sami Zayn came down and was yelling like, "Yeah, let's go," and got distracted. I'm like, here we go. But yeah.
Hey man, I've been saying from the beginning of the summer that this is the summer of payoffs, right? Everybody got paid off that was supposed to get paid off.
That's true.
And to Brian, and my thought around Brian Breaker is they left him out of the King of the Ring title, or excuse me, the King of the Ring tournament. He made a big noise about that. They paid him off by giving him the IC title at SummerSlam. And 51 days later, now he has lost the title. Same thing happened with DIY. They won it 51 days later. They ended up losing it. This is the summer of payoff. So I'm happy with Jey Uso winning. Congratulations to him. I'm excited for him. I've questioned his lack of a title this entire time that we've had a show. So I will give credit where credit is due. So congratulations to him. His father, however, should stop tweeting and stay off the internet because you're saying nonsense, bro. Like he got the shine he was supposed to get. Let's move on, bro.
Yes.
He wanted a whole coronation at a PLE. Like he wanted all the above,
bro.
One more thing, because it just came to me. Because I gotta point out the contradiction with Rikishi right now. You literally just said, quote, when Roman mother effing Reigns come back, you better have an army truck full of money ready for him. Now you want your son to have the Roman Reigns treatment where you just literally said in your podcast, Roman Reigns is that guy, not the rest. You know what I'm saying? Roman Reigns is the guy that brought my family up to this next level, not his level, the next level.
That's
now,
a good point.
You're going back and saying like Jay should have this and have that, like Roman should have, but you the one that said Roman MF and Reigns. When he comes back, y'all better have an army truck full of money when he comes back.
Yep.
So I have to call that contradiction out because you're tweeting this now, but you forgot what you said about Roman just a few weeks ago before he came back as OTC.
And it's not even that he's not good. Like, Jay is good. We're not saying that. We're just saying like there's levels to this, and he just became a single star. This is his first title. We're not doing like, just because it's your family doesn't mean that we have to do this whole coordination thing. We didn't do one for Braun Breaker. It was his first title. I digress. I move on because I can go on for about this. Let's get out of here, bro. This has been a great show tonight, man, and I appreciate y'all and y'all conversation, bro. Let's get on out of here. Griff, let the people know where they can find you, bro.
You can locate me on IG at GriffNation84 and also on X, formerly known as Twitter. It was CGriff84.
Coach.
The man of 100 holds at Coach Monte24 on Instagram. Yep.
You can follow me at Jackie Miles 42 on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow B Dix in the background at B_Dix. We thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you follow all the socials. Find us all on Instagram at Ebony Championship Wrestling and on X at Ebony Championship Rest. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you're notified every time the boys hit your screen. We'll see y'all next time. This is the ECW show shining off. But Coach, let them know.
We never tapping out.
Not once. We appreciate y'all.
Good night,
We'll see y'all
y'all
next time. Peace.